Hello everyone and welcome to a new series we're doing on this channel. This is properly new. Like we're doing, I guess I also did Blue Box today. I don't know if this is coming out before or after Blue Box. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, I did Blue Box today. But other than that, I mean, like we've been doing like, you know, ReZero and some other stuff that's like not really new to this channel, but like this is new to this channel and I really don't know what I'm getting into here. What we're watching today is Dandadan, which is a crazy name. But we're watching Dandadan episode 1. Now I don't know what the title is supposed to mean. I don't know if it's supposed to be like dun 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 or something. Like that's what I think of when I see it. But it could be anything. But yeah, so this series, all I know about it is that people say it's good. I've seen the like character designs. I think it's probably some weird like sci-fi thing, like just from like a poster I've seen or whatever. I feel like it's like some sci-fi type, like maybe fantasy type thing, but probably set in modern day because the characters looked kind of modern. I don't know. I really don't. Like, I'm thinking like Mob Psycho. That's what I've got in my head, you know, like in terms of it's like set in the modern day, but it's got like psychic powers and stuff. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to jumping into this because I've heard that this, the manga of this is very good and I've never read it. But I've always thought about it, and then I heard there was an anime coming out, and so now I'm gonna be watching the anime. But yeah, I remember liking the design of the main girl, so I feel like I'm gonna like her. Just based off her design, I feel like she'd be a character that I liked. But yeah, we're gonna jump into this. I am watching the English dub because it is same day dubs. And I remember seeing the cast list a while back. I don't remember who's in it, but I remember going, "Oh, that's a good cast list." And so I decided to do this one dub. I watch stuff in a fusion of sub and dub on this channel. So I'm watching Uzumaki right now in dub, and I'm watching this in dub, but I'm watching Blue Box in sub, I'm watching ReZero in sub. So like I go back and forth based on what I feel at the time and also the availability. Like ReZero and Blue Box don't have a dub out right now. Dandadan has same day dub, so there's no reason for me not to do it. So we're going to jump into this. I'm really excited. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. That stuff all helps me out a lot. And you can go to my Patreon account, which is down in the description below, where it'll have the full-length reaction, and you get early access for certain shows, you get exclusive videos, a lot of content for my Jent Watches One Piece channel. There's so much. So you can go over there, check it out, get over 1,000 videos of extra content. But yeah, let's jump into Dandadan episode 1. Oh shit. We're just getting right into an OP? Oh yeah! I heard Creepy Nuts did the OP. Oh, this is a great first impression. I love Creepy Nuts. This is insane. Some shows worry about showing the OP right away because it could spoil you on what the show is, but I can't tell what the fuck's going on. Oh god, Creepy Nuts is so good. Whoa! That dance animation was so good. Holy shit, this animation is wild. This is fucking insane. Aw, that was a cute shot.
Put out, I'll take you wherever. Like a love hotel before it.
This is really getting right into it.
Friggin' creep!
Shut up!
Oh! The animation's really good.
You're an octopus! Squid!
I already love her.
Calling him seafood is pretty.
Whoa, look at that girl's design.
With me. And who told you not to go out with him? Fall for him anyway.
He looks like Ken Takakura.
Again. Such a dork. There ain't no dudes alive like that anymore.
I already love her so much. He's quiet. Is that quiet enough for you?
This is gonna hurt.
Oh. Oh! Oh, I love that. Just sit there and use your aura.
Anything. Bunch of losers. There's nothing but scum in this world.
This is I'm liking her so quickly.
Ayase! I think I know what you're into.
Huh?
I think I know what you're into.
Right.
There's only one reason someone like you would talk to me, and that's the reason you talk to me.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't looking to be friends with you or anything like that.
Just trying to help you
I wanna
out.
talk to you.
Project Pegasus. The U.S. president went to Mars and met with aliens.
What?
Wait, what?
You're into the occult, aren't you?
I don't.
UFOs, they're UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. And now Japan has an aerospace defense force. Don't you see
Jesus.
everyone's gearing up for war in space?
Oh my god.
Bye-bye.
I would have regretted talking to him.
This new picture of Nessie. Look.
A new picture of Nessie? I want to see it.
Dumped and I'm pissed off at everything and the last thing I need right now is some nerd punching nerdy. That right there is why you got
That's
no
fair.
friends.
I mean, that last line is a
You
little
can't
too
go
far.
FD.
But the rest of it's kind of fair. He was being pushy when you were clearly not interested.
Sorry.
Aw.
It's mean.
Aw. I like that she... Oh, man. I love this character. Is she already best girl material?
But I believe ghosts are.
There's no
Oh.
such thing as ghosts.
He laughed at you.
Jerk goes at a girl and she's trying to relate to him.
Shouldn't have mocked the occult.
That's so funny.
The possessed person goes into full-on convulsion.
Oh, she's really into it now.
Conclusions like that.
I mean, in a weird way, these two are getting along really well.
Yeah, right? She ain't even trying to hide it.
You end up seeing a ghost, you have to be my gopher.
Only if you go with his UFO, then you have to admit they're real and be my gopher.
Are they gonna have to be each other's gopher? Are they gonna see both ghosts and UAP?
Why would aliens hang out here?
Nagi Hospital is widely known.
Oh, they're not even going together. They're...
If you go up to the roof,
Oh.
Have they experimented on you?
of course, I think.
Have
Usually the people who get abducted by aliens
their memories wiped, of
Have you
course.
seen a UFO?
Matter if I saw one. All that matters is I have proof they exist and you don't have proof they don't.
This show's
Shut
beautiful.
up.
Look at this.
Anyway, you find my place yet?
What was that? Something else
Found it.
moved. So this is the haunted place. Oh.
Doesn't look.
Yeah, that place is super haunted. That's what folks say online.
He's gonna throw up. Wow, this show is beautiful. This animation is so good.
Hi, boy! Kono should You keep saying that, but have you ever seen a ghost? Nope. What? The time!
Nah, I haven't.
But you totally acted How can you was crazy?
It's not crazy at all.
That's what belief is sometimes.
I told you. She's the one.
I
who
love
raised
the
me.
torch
Both my parents
effect.
are dead. My family's weird, and I'm just trying to tell you where I'm coming from.
Oh my gosh, I
Whenever
love the
went
writing
out,
as
I
well.
had to do this. The boy I liked started making fun of me too.
Aww.
I don't remember exactly, but it was something horrible like that.
Aww. I mean, you're a kid.
He didn't speak for a long time
That's a
after that.
tough thing to
I
make a
never
kid
did the
do.
ritual. In the end, I
Oh.
didn't hate the fact that the
Oh.
boy I liked didn't made fun of my grandma.
Mm.
Truth is, and her being a medium were special to me,
Oh.
and I loved that.
I'm
She
tearing up
really
on the first
raised me
episode.
all by herself. I believe in ghosts too. And now
That's
it's
nice.
your turn to tell me why you believe in aliens.
That shot was awesome.
Yeah, I guess you don't. I like this version of you, occult-kun. No BS.
Did she call him a cult-kun?
so? Guess it's because you're so easy to talk to.
You have bloody footsteps going up to you. Is it wet? Oh my god.
Suckle my teats, boy.
Excuse me?
Gobble your dung.
What a fucking thing. Oh, yep, you're not making any progress.
I just bumped into a horny old bag lady.
Oh, Jesus. Whoa!
Screaming! Hello? Are you there?
Why do you think he's screaming?
Not good. I get to him. He's not dead.
And now you're gonna come across an alien, I imagine? Whoa! Whoa! What a wild design! Oh my god!
We are Serpoians. We
What
are
the
called that
fuck?
because we come from the planet Serpo.
Aliens?
Sapoian.
Seeing girls naked. Where are my clothes?
We have handled your belongings with care.
Oh my god, you're paying for those. Get me out of this.
Therefore, we must reproduce using
Oh.
cloning technology.
What the
I
fuck?
want to leave.
We require the use of your banana organs.
What?
We shall have intercourse with you. After which we will extract your uterus along with your bananas for research purposes.
Excuse me?
You will. I'm saving it for a Ken takakura I haven't even met yet. There's no...
This is the weirdest scene.
To control your brainwaves and arouse you.
It's fucked up and also
Body getting warmer.
what they're saying is funny.
However, we shall.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Who's calling?
Someone with incredibly bad timing
Is
trying to
Otaku-kun
contact you.
calling? Whoa! I'm sorry? What the fuck is going on? What the hell? Oh my...
Double all your dung.
Did you get a grip?
You will either leave immediately or
I'm shocked by everything that's
give
happening.
us your banana.
Kill me.
Six and
I don't know what the banana is a reference to. Oh, jeez.
His banana tree.
Whoa!
Please give us your banana.
Fine, take it. I thought if anyone would be friends with me, it'd be aliens.
Oh, that's the
Ever since
reason?
grade school, I've been staring up at the sky
Oh.
and calling out for you guys to show up, but you never did.
He's just trying
No
to
matter how many
make
times I
friends with
called
another
out to you,
outsider.
You never came. But Miss Ayase, she's the only one who stood up for me. She'll get your
Only for like half a
love
second.
her. I won't let
But that's
anyone
nice.
hurt her. Do anything for her. I turn into a monster for her.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, I don't think I can save you.
You barely even tried.
We cannot be
This show's
friends with
really
violent
funny.
humans. We prefer female humans to the male ones.
I mean,
anyway.
me too, but
I shan't be arousal.
I gotta start using that line.
I hate it. I won't do it again. Momo, wait. I hate you,
Aw.
Grandma. You're a fake.
I mean, yeah, she's a kid, and it's hard.
Remembering that now.
Because you probably need to try to do it now.
I was just embarrassed, is all.
Yeah.
Picture your chi shooting up.
Oh. Holy shit.
Psychic powers?
I didn't know I had them either.
Psycho. Perhaps the female human's brainwaves were overstimulated.
This is
granting
gorgeous.
access to her chakra.
She's to God medium. Thanks, Grandma. Now I got the power to take these crits on
Oh,
and send them.
oh, cool. I like that little flashback to the start of the episode. Oh my god. Wait, are they in the moon or they're in the like the projection of the moon or whatever?
Wow, we're in a real UFO.
That's so crazy.
You
Jesus.
quit fighting me, you out of it already.
Who the hell are you? The kid's dong is all mine. As long as I got it, the curse ain't gonna be lifted from him.
You need to get his dong back.
You fight me there, you tacky little bitch.
You wrinkly old ghost head. Give me this pecker back.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Holy crap.
Jesus.
That sucked. I believe in them now.
So, what are we supposed to do from here?
Well, you're both each other's gophers.
Well,
Guess I'll go back to the tunnel.
wait, now?
Well, he wants his
My
dong
clothes.
back.
You don't go home like that.
Hang
Aww.
on.
This all happened because of me. I won't get you involved in whatever happens next.
It was both of your
Force
faults.
myself to get to the tunnel somehow. You don't have to, you know.
I'm going with you, and that's that.
Put your clothes back on. It's gonna be embarrassing if people see you without
Come
your
on.
dong.
Let's go.
That's cute.
Sorry, I'm worried I won't be able to think straight.
Oh, yeah.
He just happened to say one of Ken Takakura's lines. That's all.
Oh, really?
Calm down.
Oh, I'm Ken. Ken Takakura.
You are Ken Takakura? What? Okay. Is this the ED? Nope. Let me see the ED. What's this? What's this thing in the in the ED? Is it a character that we're gonna see? Oh, I love this song. Like the whole thing's focused on this thing, on this like lucky cat thing. I've seen these lucky cats before in real life. Oh, this music! The dancing's great as well. Wow, I'm honestly blown away by that. Like, absolutely blown away. I did not expect that to be that good. That, like, not only does it seem like it's a good story, it seems like it's a brilliant adaptation of, like, obviously I don't know, I have never read the manga or anything, but, like, this first episode was in, like, it fired on all cylinders. Every single aspect of it was perfect. Like, the animation was incredible. The art style is awesome. The character designs are great. The music was awesome. The action was insane and great. Like, all the visuals, like, blew my mind. Like, just even, like, some of the simple stuff, like, ayase going through, or Momo going through, the building, and she's using her phone light to, like, look around and stuff. Whenever that light would, like, pass over the camera, it looked fucking incredible. And, like, the lighting of that scene was just so amazing. And then, like, all of the characters' movements were so fluid and, like, full of life and character. And I mean, I'm watching the dub, but all the voice acting was, like, incredible. The comedy in it was awesome. The storyline seems crazy but amazing. Like, I'm really, really impressed. This is, like, that's one of the most impressive pilots I've seen in a long, long time. Truly, truly a long time. 'Cause that impressed me so much. Like, it's not even necessarily my kind of story, and yet it's executed so well that I really like it. And also, as I said from the minute one of this show, Momo Ayase is, like, this is a character that has potential to be one of my favorite characters, you know, like, just in anime. I see a lot of potential here for her. She, like, everything about her, I actually should see who her voice actor is. I'm gonna quickly go to the normally Netflix has credits at the end for the English dub. I need to see who Abby Trott. Yes, I know Abby Trott, but I can't remember off the top of my head why I know her, but she did an amazing job. I really liked so much about her, and I'll talk about her more in a second. I'm just gonna see what I might know Abby Trott from. Nezuko from Demon Slayer. That makes sense. That I really like. I really like Nezuko's English voice. So that, and Tai Takumi in Persona 5. Wow, that's wild. And Annette in Fire Emblem. Yeah. And Maya Fey in Spirit of Justice and Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Wow. Okay, I love her. Abby Trott, I am in love with you. Yeah, she's awesome. She's just doing a great job with this character. Okay, so let's talk about the actual specifics of the episode. If you're new to this channel, hi and welcome. I hope you enjoy my vibe. I tend to talk a lot about characters because I'm a character guy. I really like character work. I really like character development. I get super attached to female characters, as you can see. But yeah, so there's like a lot to talk about with the characters, I think. But I wonder, yeah, like, because she said Ken Takakura from the start of the episode. I wrote Ken Takakura in my notes. It's the first note that I have. And I looked at it, and I, like, as I wrote it, I was like, I might get confused if I look back at that in the future. I might accidentally confuse that with the name of the main male lead because it's my first note, and normally my first notes are like what the main characters' names are, you know. And I wrote that, and I was like, oh, maybe I should have like waited or like written it further down or something. But it turns out that actually was the male lead's name, so it worked out perfectly. So she was mentioning Ken Takakura. I don't know why I can't do his name. She was mentioning him from the start of the episode. Now, in my mind, I was like, okay, so he's either... Like, first of all, I thought he might be a Japanese reference that I'm going to have to look up after. Now that I know that it's the character's name, I'm not going to look it up anymore because they're probably going to say in the show what's so special about him. But my immediate thought was... he might be a model, like a Japanese model, or a Japanese actor was my main thing. Like, I thought it might be the equivalent of being like, oh my god, I'm looking for a guy like Adam Driver. You know, like that's kind of what I thought she was saying. But no, she was saying someone in universe. We don't know, like. See, so we don't know why, because it's got to be some sort of career where she can't know what he looks like, because otherwise she would have recognized him, I'd imagine, being such a big fan. So, like, it could be voice actor or, like, online persona, you know, VTuber, I don't know, it could be fucking anything. But regardless, yeah, I'm shocked by that. That was a nice little twist at the end. And it makes sense why they weren't calling him by his name the whole time. Like, because as someone who writes notes while watching shows, I am like always hyper vigilant trying to hear the names when I start the show, because I'm like, I need to write this down quickly so that I can start internalizing that name as best I can, because I like to know the names of the characters as we go on and not have to keep looking it up or calling someone like, oh, the girl, the guy, the nerd dude, you know. I like to call them by their name. So I'm starting to, you know, already take these names in. It's Momo and Ken. It's Momo and Ken. Ken Takakura and Momo Ayase? Yes, got it right. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I wonder what his thing is. I wonder who he is and how she knows him and is obsessed with him. There's also, I mean, like, look, there's different thoughts I have about that. I thought that the way it was gonna go is like Ken Takakura was going to be some sort of like big buff model type guy and like the perfect man, who's like, you know, strong silent type is how she described him. And what she was going to discover, what her character development was going to be, was like, you know, falling for Otaku-kun despite him being like sort of nothing like him, and just sort of breaking away from the idea of like, you have a type. Like, she does have a type, but he falls outside of that type, and yet she still likes him anyway. That's where I thought we might have been going with it, but it seems that is not the case, because it actually is him. So he is the guy that she has a huge crush on. So I'm really curious to see where that goes. It does seem like from like episode 1, we're establishing that this is potentially some sort of weird romance story, because she specifically, like, it starts with her breaking up with her boyfriend, or being broken up with by her boyfriend. And she's like, she's specifically saying, like, I want to lose my virginity to Ken Takakura. And, you know, like, the fact that her heart's racing and all of that, like, that, it feels like they're immediately setting this up to be, like, a romance in a really weird way. So, so I wonder how quickly they're going to do that. Like, it feels like the sort of show that they could either be like, the whole show is like a will they won't they type deal, where they're constantly like progressing little bits in their relationship but crazy shit's happening, or it could be a thing where in episode 2 or 3 they start dating and they're just like a power couple from then on. And I would kind of like that. I think, honestly, I think there aren't enough shows that just have characters coupling up and just being together. You know, so many shows, and I've talked about this a lot on this channel before, but so many shows, the coupling is considered the end game. You know, that's the goal. But for me, the end game is something else. In this show, the end game would be something to do with aliens or ghosts or whatever. But it, like, the coupling up doesn't feel like the end game to me. The coupling up feels like just something that's going to happen and is very important and is a main storyline, but it's something that's going to happen along the way, and I want to see them as a couple doing shit. But I don't know if that's this type of show, so I guess we'll see. Regardless, it's a show about ghosts and aliens. I didn't see that coming. Well, I did, kind of. I thought it was... In a way, I guessed it, because I think I mentioned I thought it would be like a sci-fi type thing, and I also mentioned I thought it would be like Mob Psycho. And Mob Psycho is like ghosts, and sci-fi is like aliens. So I was kind of right about that. I think the Mob Psycho comparison is pretty spot on. This show is the closest I have felt to watching Mob Psycho that I have ever felt. Like, Mob Psycho is such a unique experience. This show felt like Mob Psycho. This felt like Mob Psycho, but like, funnily enough, dialed up to 11, which Mob Psycho's already at a 10. Like, Mob Psycho's already fucking insane. But this felt like they just took Mob Psycho and took it a couple steps further in terms of everything, really. So yeah, I'm wow. Like, I'm kind of speechless because I'm shocked at how much I liked that episode. But yeah, ayase, like, man, this character is, Momo Ayase is like a dream for me. She is like confident and like, and she's also, it feels like she's like the main character. A lot of the time there's like male lead and female lead, and the male lead is the main character, and female lead can be basically just as important, but it's not like, it doesn't feel like it's following her story. Now, I feel like these two are going to be equal leads, but a lot of the time there is always one character that slightly takes perspective away. And in this show, she was the one who I felt like it was from her perspective. And I love female main characters. So she's got that going for her. Her design is fucking magnificent. Like, absolutely incredible. I love it. As I said, Abby Trott's voice for it is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And then I just love her personality. She is like... impulsive and gets carried away with her emotions and stuff. But what I really, really, really like about her is she also lets herself calm down and wants to make amends for the time she got out of control, you know, like genuinely makes amends for it. I think it's such a great character trait when a character, like, you know, kind of justifiably blows up with someone. Like, the guy was being too much towards her, right? Otaku-kun was being, like, too much. And she, like, blew up at him. Now, at the end, she did say, like, this is why you have no friends. That's too far. That's when she took it a step too far. But the rest of it was, like, listen, I'm clearly not interested, and you're like pushing this on me, and I don't fucking care, and I'm in a stressful situation right now, so please fuck right off. And that is all like, you know, I wouldn't yell it at someone, but it's an understandable reaction to have, and he was kind of overstepping. But I do love that she like recognizes that, and she stops on the staircase and turns around and goes, hey, I'm sorry, that was mean. Like that sort of accountability, I fucking love it. I love it. Especially like the immediate accountability. Like she realized very quickly. She reminds me of Korra from The Legend of Korra. I loved Korra in Legend of Korra as well. But Korra took a little longer to apologize. But that was something I loved about Korra as well, is she would apologize a lot. She was very good about apologizing and meaning it and doing it properly and changing her behavior, which I loved that about Korra, and it really feels like Momo is that as well, but she's, you know, probably a little more mature. Maybe? I don't know. I feel like she blows up more than Korra does, but then she's nicer afterwards. So yeah, that was really cool. I loved the conversation that they had over the phone while they were both like in those buildings. There was something about that conversation, like they had a great chemistry together, and it was like, you know, creepy, but like the atmosphere was creepy, but the conversation was really cute, and I liked that. Whew, man. So I'm imagining this show is like ghosts and aliens, and we're gonna probably be dealing with both. And I imagine the solution to one is often going to be the other. Like in this situation, we had to use the ghosts to fight the aliens. And then now we got to go fight the ghosts again. But I will say, like, the ghosts design was creepy and scary and whatever. But I'm not as big a fan of, like, ghostly type stuff in shows and stuff. Like, I like stuff like Mob Psycho in spite of the ghost stuff, not because of it, you know? The ghost stuff is probably my least favorite parts of the show, honestly. But I still absolutely adore that show. So I tend to not care that much about ghost type stuff, but they did kind of go so hard on it that it made me care about it here. But the alien stuff I think I'm going to be interested in, because these designs of aliens were creepy and interesting and wild, and then the like line deliveries of like, I've forgotten what the lines are, but just like, I will now begin the arousal process or whatever it was, like those sorts of lines. And the way that they were saying them, it was like simultaneously terrifying, but also fucking hilarious. And it brings me back to like when I was a kid, any of that sort of like alien type imagery, it kind of did terrify me, and I had nightmares about that stuff. And I remember there was a big thing, which was the Simpsons episode where Mr. Burns, like, basically, you know, has taken in a lot of nuclear power plant, like, radiation and stuff, and he's on drugs and stuff, and so he wanders through the forest, but when other people see him, they see him glowing green, and he goes, I bring you love, or whatever, right? That episode, when I was a kid, terrified me. Like, it was the only episode that I genuinely could not watch, and was so scared of it. And I would have nightmares about that episode. And a lot of media that would show like alien type stuff, I would like it kind of, but it would be the thing that would scare me the most, I think. But now that I've grown up, as you can see, and I've gotten older, and things don't tend to stick with me or scare me that much anymore, you know. I can't really remember the last thing that I felt like really scared by that like actually stuck with me. At least in terms of like in media, you know, in movies or TV shows or whatever. I don't tend to get too scared by stuff. Maybe startled, but not really scared. And so because of that, like when I see stuff like these aliens, it gives me a little bit of tingles in like when I was a kid, I would have been really scared by that. But that feeling now has transferred into this is making me feel something. So I am excited by it. I don't know if I'm articulating that properly, but because I used to be scared of it, I now kind of like the aesthetic and I like how interesting it is. So I'm really excited to see what this series does with that. But yeah, wow, this episode blew me the fuck away. I'm so impressed. I can't wait to watch more. That was Dandadan episode 1. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you want more of this show. I want to do more of this show. If you want to see more, make sure to support the video, liking, commenting, subscribing. Go to my Patreon account if you want the full length reaction, early access, exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.